So buy-to-let properties are an exposed area for inheritance tax, and there are several things you need to be aware of. The problem with residential property and inheritance tax is that they don't generally attract any relief from inheritance tax. Business property relief, agricultural property relief generally don't apply to residential lettings unless it's part of a larger trade. They're also exposed because they don't lend themselves well to planning. Because they're an illiquid asset, it means that you can't change the type of investment to one that's more inheritance tax friendly. That means that most residential letting properties are going to be exposed to a 40% tax charge at the point of death. Now 40% tax on the value can be a significant liability, and there are planning implications that you need to consider. The first one really is, do you need to be looking at gifting this property away early to start the 7-year clock for inheritance tax, and therefore start to mitigate your inheritance tax position. But there are other taxes to consider there, and you should take professional advice. You can consider gifting into trust, but again you need to take professional advice on that. The backstop position for inheritance tax is to quantify the potential liability, and then to speak to a financial advisor around potentially insuring against that liability. If nothing else, that gives you a confidence that that potential liability is covered and won't fall onto the next generation.